ioEther.
Oh, he's looking at us.
Enemy armor is damaged. The driver's injured. We can't go very fast.
I feel stupid.
Hey folks, this is ioEther and we're back playing some more World of Tanks. So, as you can see, this is Ronnok in his Centurion Mark 7.1. This is obviously a tier 9 British medium. It is the new Overlord. Yes, this is a new Overlord map. The one that's still kind of broken, but fortunately, I think it'll work well for this replay anyway.
Let's get this show on the road.
And before we delve into the actual game, obviously this is a tier 9 game, if I didn't mention that, which I don't think I did. Now, I do want to point out two things. First off, yeah, we know who's going to be firing gold the entire time, and then Otter. So, you know, that's going to be a little bit interesting. Anyways, so, before we actually get into the game, my spiel stuff. So, if you like the video and you want to support the channel, the best way, as always, is to like any videos you enjoy. And if you want to help the channel to grow, then the best thing to do is to share it with friends. Tell people about the channel and how awesome it is, and of course, how awesome you are on the channel, because of course you're going to send in your awesome replays and let me make you look awesome. I think that's enough awesome for right now as we get into the actual game. And it looks like Ronnok has the big gun loaded up on this guy, so he does 400 damage thereabouts every 10 seconds or so. I personally enjoyed the small gun on my Cent 7.1, and the reason for that is the higher DPS from the small gun. With this thing, yeah, you get the giant burst damage, but you don't get as much sustained fire. The reload on the smaller gun is obviously much better because it's a smaller gun, and the output of damage isn't a whole lot less. So overall you get a much better DPS. Anyways, this is the better brawling gun, and that's kind of what Ronnok is using it for right now. So, oh, he's looking at us.
Enemy armor is
Yeah.
damaged. The driver's injured. We can't go very fast.
That was probably not the best shot to actually absorb, but now Ronnok is using the friendly VK4502B as cover as he falls back. He does repair his driver. He look at that, Mr. T-34 high,
Enemy armor is hit.
500 damage. Jeez. Well, that was a high roll. Unfortunately, his friendlies are dropping right, left, and center, and it looks like we have completely lost the left flank here, with only Ronnok and our VK desperately trying to hold them off. Now, of course, we have a Type 59 down there, getting himself killed as fast as possible, and unfortunately Ronnok could not put that shot into the T-34, so T-44, really? T-34 is still there, firing away, doing his best to kill us all. Oh well. Friendly CDC has come over to join us, and a beautiful shot into the AMX-30.
Gun's damaged. We can't fire accurately.
Oh, and okay, so somebody decided to take out our gun. I don't know where that shot actually landed. I don't know. Doesn't really matter though. Is that? Can we see the top of that T-30? Nope, it does not look like we can. Okay, so Ronnok is going to kind of use the amazing gun depression of this tank and get up there just to fire a shot and then fall back. It's not like he's got many places to fall back to. Everywhere he's going to fall back to is pretty much being threatened by the enemy, so the only good thing about all this is that this AMX is dead and we can get over this hill. Now we're in a much, much better position. It would be a whole lot better, though, if we did not have an T-69 to our rear. Okay, well, oh well, not much we can do about that. We can, however, use this hill as cover as we poke over, roll away the T-34, and fall back again. Thankfully, the friendly team took out the enemy T-69 behind us, so now we're all... The entire friendly team is pretty much in here. Thankfully, there aren't any artillery on the enemy team. Otherwise, being packed in here would be bad, but yeah, oh well. We're still losing, and for some reason, oh, I didn't mean to freeze that, but our T-69 has decided to run out to his death. Yeah, that I expected that. Leaving the circle of protection for the death in the open. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Leaving us with only, what, 5 remaining allies against a overwhelming number of enemies. Now our E-75 has also rushed out there so that he can do a single shot to the enemy T-34, and then I figure he's going to die. Good shot into the enemy T-30, freezing him in place, letting our E-75 survive a few seconds longer. He still seems to be alive. Oh, I see the T-30 was still tracked. Ronnok retracts him, and again our E-75 is still alive. He's backing off now. I think he might actually get out of this. Can we... Ooh, yeah. Enemy Tiger 2 dead. Unfortunately, we did take a shot for 400 damage for that, so... Oh well, it's okay. It's completely worth the trade. Ronnok is trying to maneuver around to see if he can get a shot on the enemy Bulldog, who obviously thinks he is game mode up and completely safe. That's obviously not true. Okay, well, now that things starting to feel a little bit better, unfortunately our E-75 is getting picked apart by a T-71. Never mind, no more T-71. And now that the best players on the enemy team are dead, we can kind of pick apart the remaining enemies at our leisure. Now they are all in one place, which is beneficial for them, unfortunate for us, but it should be okay. I think we can still do something about this. Waiting for that beautiful shot into the cheek of the 110, and now there's only a T-30 left. However, it's still a T-30, so it's still deadly. And Ronnok's going to go and try and get around the flank of this guy. He does not want to run straight at a T-30, as it will murder you anytime you try that. So Ronnok is using the zoom out on his camera so that he can see where the T-30 is going. He's going to... Oh, he's just going to jump over this ridge. Oh, yeah. And that is how you take out a T-30. Unfortunately for our E-75, he decided to charge in. Yes, he had the back of the T-30, but obviously the T-30 was expecting him, and just fired over the back of his tank, taking out our E-75 in the process. This, of course, gave Ronnok the opening he needed to jump in. Not that it would have lasted a lot longer, as our AMX CDC was in position to continue to fire on the back of that turret anyway. But this was an awesome game, and yeah, odds stacked against you or not, it doesn't really matter. You can still put a win if you want to, and if you play right. By the way, this area of the map absolutely saved our team, and it was hilarious to realize that our entire team was packed in here and just using the cover to fire out from, as that's probably not how that was Wargaming designed this particular area as what they expected it to be used for, but it was pretty cool that the enemies were completely surrounding us and that we were all in here firing outwards. Anyways, bet you that kind of thing happens in Clan Wars too, right? 2,500 experience without premium with his daily double. Wow. First mastery badge, first class, fire for fact, duelist, and bruiser. And then of course we got the good ones. We got high caliber and Top Gun. But really this is the medal that counts, as this is the one that proves he did the most to help his team win. And there we go, 4,000 damage done over 7 kills. More than anyone else on his team. And actually pretty close to more than the next 2 guys put together, but you know, not quite there. Wow, that was a great game. MET30 deserves some props. He played a really good game. Unfortunately, not quite good enough to carry his team to victory. And look at that. Unfortunately, the Centurion Mark 7.1 was never known for its amazing armor, as Ronnok absorbed most of the shots fired at him except for one that managed to bounce. Wow. Okay, well, great game. Thank you so much, Ronnok, for sending it in, and thank you all for watching. And again, if you liked it, hit the like button. If you don't like it, perfectly fine if you hit the dislike button. Thank you all. Have a great night. ioEther out.
Hey folks, this is ioEther, and we're back with some more World Tanks. Side scraping. How to counter a player who's side scraping. So the E100 is trying to side scrape. And you can see, let's see where. Ronnok is actually firing at the engine deck of the enemy tank. And well, that makes sense because Ronnok's gun is actually higher up than the enemy tank's engine deck, so he can aim down. And if he concentrates right, and if he, T-57. Really? How did you miss that shot on the T-57? Really? That was like a free shot. So the enemy E100 is getting really pissed that Ronnok can somehow penetrate him without being, without exposing enough of his tank so that so this guy can kill Ronnok. So Ronnok's, again, gonna shoot for the engine deck.